Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Luda, aka Nitty Life, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this very simple, beginner-friendly leftover yarn sweater. If you want to see how to make this, continue watching. Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to use these little skins that we have from leftover hobby yarn. I already made the front panel, but I think we'll need more yarn later. And so now we're just going to make identical panel using our 3.50 5mm hook, and then we'll need some scissors. So let's get started. I'm going to use blue, but you can obviously use whatever color you want. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do, this is so easy guys, it's very repetitive, so I'll show you a few rows and then you can continue doing it on your own. So we're gonna do a magic circle. So put your yarn around your two fingers, cross it over, and then pull your hook through the yarn to have a loop, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. By pulling at the end, you can close the circle. So now you're going to do 2 more double crochet. Double crochet is you yarn over and you go inside of that circle, yarn over, you have 3 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's double crochet. Again, yarn over, go in the circle. Perfect. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Then you're going to chain 1. Then you're going to do again 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Chain 1. I'm gonna shorten the circle a little bit. And then, sorry guys, hope you can see real well. Then you're gonna do chain 1, then do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, and again, last 3 double crochets. Oops. In that same circle. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Chain 1, and then you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch in the beginning. Perfect. Looks something like this, and you can tighten the circle by closing the end. So now you want to slip stitch into the next chain, and in the space opening where we did +1, slip stitch. Perfect. When you get to that space opening, that's how we're going to start every time. You're going to always slip stitch until this next space opening. You're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that 3 chain is going to count as double crochet. So now we're going to do 2 more double crochets. So we're always going to have 3 double crochets. Perfect. Then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do again 3 double crochet in that same hole that we just did the other 2. 1, 2, and 3. This time we're not gonna chain, we're just gonna yarn over and go skip 3 double crochets, and again in that space +1 chain that we did, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1, so we're expanding our box or square, I guess you can say. 2, 3, again chain 1, and then 3 more in that same hole. So we're just expanding it. Again, we're going to yarn over, and we are going to go in the corner again. So skip 3 double crochets, go in that +1 loop that you did previous round, and do 3 double crochets. So we're always going to have 6 double crochets in the corners, +1. So 3 double crochets, +1, 3 double crochets. And then everywhere else, we're just going to do double crochets with no increases. So then again, yarn over in the last corner, so skip 3, 1, 2, 3. So right there, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. 1, and you can do this for as many rounds as you want. I'm gonna do this, I think, only for 5 rounds, and then I'm gonna switch color yarn. But this is such an easy sweater, guys. You are gonna be amazed how fast this goes. All right, then you're gonna slip stitch to the beginning. So we're at the beginning, we have our little square. So again, remember, we're going to slip stitch to the next stitch and slip stitch in that hole that we created in the corner. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to go in that same hole and do 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. You guessed it right, because it's the corner. We're going to chain 1 and do 3 double crochets. So total of 6, because remember that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Perfect. Now we're going to go in the middle, so skip 3 chains. You're going to have this hole. You're going to do 3 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Now you got the corner, so 1, 2, 3. You got that +1 loop. You're gonna do 3 double crochets in there, and you guessed it right. You're gonna chain 1 and do 3 more double crochets. Guys, that's how easy it is. So let's continue. 2. So on the corners you do 6, everywhere else you do 3. So yarn over, skip 3, and again we're in the middle. We're gonna do just 3 double crochets. 1, 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, 3. Again, yarn over, we're gonna skip 3, and again we're in the corner. So we're gonna do 6 double crochets. 2, 3, chain 1, always chain 1 in the corner, and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Next, again, we're in the middle. We're gonna skip 3 double crochets, and in that space, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. 2, 3. Again, we're gonna go skip the 3 and go in a corner. Last corner. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 again. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Again, yarn over, and then the last one is in the middle. So 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. And then now we're just gonna slip stitch to the beginning of our chain, and then here you go, you completed the next round. How easy is this? All right, again we're gonna slip stitch all the way to the corner stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, our first double crochets, put 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1 because we are in the corner, put 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna yarn over and go into the next space. So skip 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, skip 3 double crochets and go into the next hole. 1, 2, 3. And now we are at the corner, so skip 3 double crochets, and now we're gonna do 6. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna yarn over, and now we're gonna go in the middle. Just do 3 double crochets. So we only increase in the corners. 1, 2, 3. Again, yarn over, go into the next space, skip 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Again, yarn over and skip 3 more, and now we're in the corner, so we're gonna do 6, 2, 3, chain 1, oops, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Again, yarn over and then go in the middle, do 3 double crochets, 2, 3. Again, yarn over, next space, 1, 2, 3. Now we're in the corner, so we're gonna do 6. So yarn over, chain 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, almost done with this round. 1, 2, 3. Again, yarn over, and the last stitch before we attach it to the circle. 2, 3, and then we just slip stitch to the beginning. Look at this square, and you're just gonna go around. So you're gonna slip stitch to the corner, chain 3, do 2 double crochets in that hole, chain 1, do 3 double crochets, then yarn over and right away do 3 double crochets, yarn over, 3 double crochets. So at the beginning we started with 4 3 double crochets, then we spread into the corners, and now we're gonna have, so 1 in the middle, then this next round we'll have 2 in the middle, double crochet, 3 double crochets, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then this the sides or the corners stay the same. You always have 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then just yarn over and right away do 3 double crochets, yarn over, 3 double crochets. So you're gonna continue doing that. So let's continue doing that, and then I'll show you how I switch to the next color. So continue doing it as long as you want. Mine is going to be 5 rows, and we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1 more row, and then I'll switch the yarn. All right, guys, I just did 5 rounds. So now let's switch our yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning the way we've been slip stitching every round. Slip stitch to the next one, and then I'm going to chain 1. and just cut off a little bit of yarn. Perfect. Nice. So we've done with our first color. For my next one, I'm going to use this cream color. You obviously use whatever color you're using. And then we're going to make a slip knot. So a slip knot like this. I would put it on your hook, kind of tighten it a little. And we're going to go in that corner where we just turned off. So in that corner space, so we're going to put, we have our loop. We're going to put our hook through and pull the yarn through and through again through that loop. Tighten it a little and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Because we're in the corner, we're going to do 2 more double crochets. 1, 2, chain 1, right? Because we always have 6 double crochets in the corner. Put 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then we're going to yarn over and go to the next space. So skip 3 and then go to the next space. 2, 3. Only in the corners is when you increase. Oh, my accent just came out. 1, 2, 3. Also, it's like 1 a.m. or something. 1, 2, 3. Again, you're going to skip the 3 and then go in the next space. And we're coming up on the corner. So I'll just show you one more time. 2, 3. Okay, so we are, if you look, we're getting to the corner right here. So we're going to yarn over, go in that corner. We're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 always, and then do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets in here, 3 double crochets in this stitch, 3 double crochet in here, and then you get to the corner, you're going to do 3, chain 1, 3, continue all the way, and then you're going to do back and forth, continue as big as you want. I'm going to get back to you how big mine is going to be, and then we'll attach them together. So continue working on this, and I'll see you guys in a second. After making one square, you want to make a second one exactly the same. And now let's attach the top and the sides for the sleeves. All right, guys, so we did 2 of our pieces, and now we are going to attach the top part. So I ended up doing, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I did 25 rows for mine, and this will be, I would say, medium oversized. So now let's attach the top and then the sleeves. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually flip it the wrong side. So where you have your ends, you're gonna work on that side. So both of them needs to be kind of facing this way. So the wrong side this way, and then the wrong side facing this way. So now we're gonna attach our work. All right, guys, grab your hook and your yarn and let's do this. So we're gonna go to that corner. We're working on the wrong side, so you should see the ends facing you. We're gonna make a slip knot on our yarn, and then we're gonna find that edge piece. So you know how we did 3 plus 1 plus 3? So we're gonna find that plus 3, or let's just go into that plus 1 loop. And then same thing right here, plus 1. Perfect. And then we're gonna put our hook through both of the loops, and then we're gonna put our loop on the hook, and then we're gonna pull through 2. Perfect. Then we're gonna go into the next chain on top of it. So the plus 3, same thing right here, and we're gonna slip stitch. So again, pull through with the hook to the next stitch, pull through, grab your yarn, pull it through. Let me hide this end. Grab your yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through again. So we're not making any increases or anything. So again, go through the stitch, pull through. So it's just a slip stitch, very simple. All right, let's keep going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 7 of these 3 posts on each side, and then we should have 11 stitches left. Perfect, and let me show you what it looks like on the right side. I like this method, but you can also do single crochet. You can even crochet along while finishing. I've seen people do that, so many different ways of doing it. This is just the way I do it, just slip stitch. It's kind of nice. Very simple, easy, and it looks really nice in the front, and I'll show you in a second. So, okay, so how many posts have we done so far? So we did 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 3 more to go. So this is the wrong side. You can see that little kind of, I don't know, it's poking out the yarn. But then on the right side, it looks like this. So they're attached perfectly. So the 3 double crochets from one of the pieces is attached to the 3 double crochets on the second piece. So let's continue doing this real quick. So again, pull through, pull through, pull through. Take your time, don't rush, because you want to line up really well, okay? Pull through, because I've done this without, with like doing it fast, and I did mess it up a couple times. So I think we're coming up to the end. I want to say, okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So that was 7 double crochets that we did. So what I'm going to do now, after our single crochet or slip stitch, I'm going to chain 1 and then I'm going to cut off my yarn, and that's it. Let me go get my scissors. Perfect. So we're cutting off our yarn and just leave like a little, so we pull that through. Nice. So now what we're going to do, we're going to skip 11 stitches and then we should have 7 left, I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So grab your yarn again, make a slip knot. Oops. Perfect. Make a slip knot, and then again. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skip 10 of these 3 posts. So 1 or 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in this space, I'm gonna start working my attachment. And so what we're going to do is do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right here is where we're going to start attaching. So put your hook through both of the chains, grab your yarn on the other side and pull through. Perfect. And then just go straight into the post. So perfect. And then pull through, yarn over, pull through. Go to the next one, pull through, pull through. And you're gonna do this all the way till the end, and then I'll meet you guys at the end when we finish. Okay, so I attached the top, so we have this hole for our neck and our collar for later, and it looks really good, and I tried it on and it's very comfortable. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our sides. So what I usually do is I like my arms to be kind of big and, you know, very movable. I can stretch my arms and move around and put another layer underneath. So what I do is I count 10 of these 3 double crochets down, and then on the 11th is where we start. So the stitch right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this hole is where we're gonna start. I use my stitch marker, and then the same thing we're gonna count right here. So again, we have right here, the 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right in here. So I'm just gonna put my hook through it since we already have the slip stitch right here. Perfect. And I'm gonna move it to the side. So we could remove the stitch marker if we want. And so now what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna grab our yarn. And again, we're just gonna slip stitch. So make a loop. Perfect. And then since you put your hook through both of the 11th stitch like I showed you, put the loop on your hook and pull through. That's how we're gonna start. And then again, you're just gonna connect, and now we're just gonna slip stitch all the way till the bottom. And we're gonna do that for both sides. That's all it is, guys. Slip stitch, super easy. And then we're almost done. We just have sleeves, which are super simple. And then we have our collar. So very nice and easy. I absolutely love this. It's a very easy crochet tutorial for beginners, and it looks so nice. It does not look like a beginner sweater when you are finished with it. So continue slip stitching all the way till the end. Make sure you're matching the 3 double crochets to the 3 double crochets on the back piece. Again, you're working on the wrong side. And then, but after this, we are gonna flip it to the right side. So hang in there. So continue doing this on one side, on this side, and then flip over. And again, remember, count 10 of these double crochets. And then with the space after the 10, we are gonna start attaching the other side. So continue working on your own, and I'll see you guys when we are finished attaching our squares. All right guys, so we finished attaching the top and the sides. So we have the armholes on each side, and now it's time to do the arms. I'm so excited. So this is the time where you're gonna figure out what yarn are you gonna use. Are you gonna use, this yarn that we use at the end, or are we gonna finish using all of these little skins? Because that was the purpose of this project, is to use your leftover yarn. That's why we have so many different colors. So I think I'm gonna try to use as much as I could of this yarn. So let's get started. And that's the one thing I'm worried about, because I'm not sure, I kind of want to make it even, the sleeves. So let's just play around with it, I guess. But let me get you started. So we're gonna take our yarn and we're gonna make a slip stitch. So just again, not slip stitch, sorry, circle. Magic ring, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting all the words. And we're gonna go to the armpit. So under the armpit right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work in those holes. So you see that first, so here's the attachment, and then after that 3, we have that first hole. We're gonna put our hook through it, and then we're gonna grab our yarn, if I can. We're gonna grab our yarn with the magic loop on it. I think it's called magic loop. And we are going to pull through it, and we're gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And you guessed it right, we're gonna make 3 double crochets in this. But remember, the 3 chain counts as a double crochet, so we're gonna make 2 double crochets. So 1, 2. We're not gonna chain anything. We're gonna go yarn over and skip the 3 chains and go into the next space and make 3 double crochets. Kind of how we did the other sweater. That's how simple this sweater, guys, is. 1, 2, 3. Again, yarn over and go into the next hole and 3 double crochets. So you're gonna do that all the way around using whatever yarn you're using, and just making 3 double crochets in each spaces. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. So continue doing the 3 double crochets in all of the spaces. So all of these spaces all the way around, and I'll meet you guys right here at the end before we attach. So I just want to show you, we're kind of getting to the top, so where we attached our double crochet. So we're going to do that 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're literally going to skip where we attached and go into that middle right there, 3 double crochets there. All right, continue working all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. I am almost at the end. We have the 3 last stitches right here. So 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And then all we're gonna do is the way we've been crocheting the whole time. We're gonna slip stitch to that beginning 3 chain. So just put your hook through the chain, pull your yarn through and through. And that's it. So we completed the first round. And I love how you don't have to count these. You just literally go into holes. That's so awesome. So now what we're gonna do exactly, we're gonna slip stitch like we've been doing to that empty space. So the empty loop, so perfect. Then we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do it all over again. So 2 double crochets, because we wanna have 3 in each stitch. And then continue putting 3 double crochets in each hole. And you're gonna do that all the way till the end. Then you're gonna slip stitch. So you're gonna go all the way around again. Last stitch is gonna be in this hole. Then you're going to slip stitch into the first chain, then slip stitch through the second, third into the hole, chain 3, and start working that way again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue working on our sleeve. So it's very simple, guys. Continue working the length of it, but leave it a little bit room for before, because I do like to have cuffs, because I like to make it smaller, but you can just continue doing the same thing and you'll have wide sleeves. But I like mine to be cuffed, so I'm gonna decrease later at the end. But first we're gonna, I think, make like 30, 40 rows of this. I'll let you know exactly. But I'm gonna play around. I'm not sure how many rows I can last in blue, so maybe I'll do 4 rows on here, then I'm gonna do 4 rows on here. And then if I have more blue, I'll add more rows, which is really nice. Because I wanna end up using all of this yarn. Kind of how we did blue, beige, green. So continue working on your pattern or on your sweater, and I'll meet you guys at the end to let you know how many rows I did mine, and then we'll do the cuff together.
So continue working and then I'll see you guys at the end.
All right, guys, so I did 33 rows of the sleeve. So if you count from this, the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's how you know how many rows. So on the 34th row, I'm going to start decreasing, and we're gonna decrease every other row. So what I'm gonna do is, again, so I'll show you how we're gonna decrease, and we're only gonna decrease for a few rows, and then we're gonna do the sleeve in a different color. So let's do the 34th row decrease. So what we're gonna do is, again, we just finished our 33rd row. We're gonna go into that space. We're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go back, chain 2 double crochets or do double crochets in the space. So we're gonna decrease every 5 of these double crochets, every other row. So 1, so we did 1, so now 3 double crochets in the next space, 2, 3 double crochet in the next space, 3, almost there, then 3 double crochet in the next space, that's 4, and then on the next one we're gonna decrease. And this is how we decrease. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. On a 5th, we're gonna decrease. So we're gonna do 1 double crochet in the next space. Then we're gonna do 1 double crochets in the same space, but not all the way. So yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go into the next space, pull up yarn. You have 4 loops on your hook. Pull through 2, pull through all 3. And then we're gonna do 1 more double crochet in that same space. So now we've decreased a stitch. So the next, again, we're gonna do 5 chains. So 3 double crochets in the next space, 1, 2, 3, so that's 1. In the next space, 3 double crochets, 2. Perfect. The next space, 3 double crochets, 3. And then in the next space is the 4th space. Perfect. So we did 3 double crochets in the chains. So now we're going to decrease, because this is where we decrease. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th, again, we're going to decrease. So yarn over again, go into the next loop, hole, sorry, and just do a regular double crochet. We're always going to do 1 regular double crochet, decrease, and then 1 regular double crochet. So 1 regular double crochet, then yarn over and do almost double crochet. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go into the next stitch or hole, sorry guys, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 chains on your hook, pull through 3, and then just 1 normal double crochet. Perfect. Then we're going to do again 4 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, so 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, and then the 4th, and then we're going to decrease again, and we're almost done with this round. So the sleeve should be getting smaller. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to decrease again. So we're going to yarn over, just do a regular double crochet, yarn over, go in, pull through 2, have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go into the next hole, pull through 2, and then pull through 3. And then 1 double crochet, and then again you're just going to do normal 3 double crochets in the next chain and the next one. So we're coming to an end, so I don't think we'll decrease anymore on this round. Perfect. 3 and then 4, and I'll show you again, guys, how to do it. Okay, so this was round 34, and we're going to attach the way we've been attaching to the chain 3, slip stitch all the way to that space, and then we're going to start over again. So what I do is I kind of want to keep a note next to you or something you can mark. So you did the first decrease row, you can put DC on top of it. So now the second row, I'm just going to put you're not going to make any decreases. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make double crochet in each hole. So 1, and they should go quicker because it's going to get smaller and smaller. So 3 double crochets, go into the next space, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, go into the next space, 3 double crochets, and no decreases on this row, just normal 3 double crochets. Perfect. Next row, next stitch, 3 double crochets, and then again next. So this is where we made the decrease. You see it? So we're gonna go into the just next space, just the way you would go on, you know, every other row. So there you go. And then you're just gonna continue doing that all the way around. And then again, we're gonna decrease on our next row. So let me show you just one more time. So here you go again, we are in this decrease. So remember, you could go in this hole, but don't go in this hole, remember? This is the decrease, you gotta go into the hole after the decrease. 1, 2, 3, perfect. You can also do, so I just decided to do every 5 stitches, 5 holes, but you can totally change that to like decrease every 2. It's really up to you. You can really play around with this pattern. It's so easy. I'm so excited. This is gonna look so awesome. I'm super excited. 1, 2, 3. Leaves are kind of, sleeves, I said leaves. Sleeves are kind of take the longest, so again, decrease. So go into the next hole. I think this is our last decrease. And then we just have, I think, 4 more holes. 2, 3, 1, 2. If I'm going fast, remember this is YouTube, you can totally pause and rewind. But it should be good. This is so simple, guys. We've been doing this like since the beginning of the cardigan. All right, so now we're attaching, we're almost done. This is the last space. 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna attach to the 3 posts on top, pull through, just slip stitch, and then slip stitch all the way till the hole or the space. And then again, mark number 2. So then now we're gonna do our second row of decreases. And remember, we're gonna do 4 rows of decreases. So, okay, so let's do it. Second row of decreases. So again, we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna go and do 2 more double crochets to make it 3. Again, go into the next hole and do 3 double crochets, because remember we decrease on the 5th. 1, 2, 3. Then go in the next and do a 3rd one. 2, 3, and then 4th, and then we decrease. 1, 2, 3, perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we decrease, and do you remember how to decrease? I hope you do, but I'll show you anyway. Yarn over, you're gonna go in the next hole. You're just gonna do normal double crochet. Then again, yarn over, do the second one, but don't complete it all the way. 3 stitches on your hook, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next space, pull through 2, pull through 3, and then just the normal double crochet. All right, and then we're gonna do 4 more of these. 1, and then just continue doing it until you hit the 5th stitch, or 5th hole, I guess I should say. 2, 3, and coming up on the 4th, perfect. And so again, we're gonna do a decrease. So just a regular double crochet, then yarn over, don't do it all the way, yarn over, go into the next hole, perfect, and then just 1 regular double crochet. Perfect, guys. So continue doing this all the way until you do 4 rows of decreases. So this is our second row. Then the 3rd row is going to be just regular, no decreases. The 4th is going to be decreases. So just, keep a count on your sheet or wherever you're keeping a count on. And then I'll meet you guys at the end when we're done with those decreases, and then we'll start working on the collar. All right, guys, so I finished both sleeves. Last row, it has no decreases. So remember, the first row we decrease, no decreases, decrease, no decreases, decrease. So you should have 4 rows of decreases, and look, it looks so nice. You can't even really tell that we decreased, but it got smaller, which is really nice. And we'll continue working on this later because I want to make sure I have enough yarn. So what I want to do, I actually want to use the blue and the cream color, I guess you can say, on the collar. And the color is a little bit big for me, so I'm going to decrease on the sides, I think. So, but let's get started. So I counted how many spaces I have. So I have 12 spaces in the front. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So I counted 6 spaces from each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I put the stitch marker right here because this is where we're going to start. So you can start on the left or on the right. I'm going to start on the left, and I'm going to grab my cream color. I really hope I have enough for the collar. So we're gonna make a slip, what is this called? A loop. brain farts, too early. And we're just gonna pull our yarn or our hook through the hole next to our stitch marker, and we're gonna grab our yarn, pull it through, and we're gonna chain 3. 1. So the color is done the same technique that we've been doing this whole sweater. And this is gonna be boxy folded color. So do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, go into the next stitch, do 3 double crochets. All right, 3 double crochets. So you're gonna do 6 holes of 3 double crochets until we get to the edge. Perfect. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then perfect. So we're almost to the edge. Hope you guys can see it. So 3 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. 3 double. So now we're going to the edge or to the side. So you can see we have this hole, and then this is where we stitch the front and the back. And then we have this hole. So now I'm going to decrease on our last one. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 double crochets, and on the 6th hole we're going to decrease. So again, the way we decrease is just a regular double crochet and then half kind of double crochet. So you're going to pull through 2 and then go straight into the next stitch. Pull through 3. Just the way we've been decreasing. Perfect. So now we're working on the back. We're working on the back. So 1, 2, 3, and then go all the way to the, so you should have, so this on the back, you just work all of it. You know, we don't have any, anything to decrease or anything. So continue working 3 double crochets until we get to the last hole before the, I guess, shoulder. 2, 3, 1, 2, oops. 2 and 3 again. Sorry, I'm going too fast, but this should be very, you know, basic stuff you've been doing already the whole time. So 1, 2, 3 again. Next 1, 2, and we're coming up on the shoulder. Let's see, a few more. I think 1 more. All right, 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to decrease. Again, we're on the shoulder. We have this last stitch. So 1 double crochets and then put 2 together. So let me see. Let's go right here. Pull through 3. This is where we attached, yep. And then pull through 1. Perfect. And then just go all the way in the front to the stitch marker. So you should have 6. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'm so excited for this color. This is gonna be so fun. All right, we're almost at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, and then the last one. Perfect. All right, so now what we're gonna do, so we just finished our last stitch. So we're gonna go back and forth around. So now we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to chain, go back to our work, and we're gonna do a double crochet in that space. So the reason I did the chain 3 first is because we want the color to be even, because when we go back, we're gonna put 3 chains right here because we're trying to grow it. If that makes sense. So on the second row, no decreases, just go all the way around. And then on the third row, I think I'm just gonna do 1 more decrease for the color to be a little bit more tighter. Not tighter, but like, cause it's way too loose, but like just perfect fit. I do recommend trying this sweater on just to see what you prefer. Because if you don't want any decreases, you just put 3 double crochets in each chain without, you know, any decreases, the one I showed you. So continue doing, so this row we're just gonna do no decreases. So remember, this is where we did the decrease. So you gotta go right here. Perfect. 3, 2, 3, perfect. All right. We're getting there. It looks so good. I'm so happy how it's turning out. Perfect. I totally forgot to take a photo. Then I just realized it. Oops. 3. All right, so go all the way to the beginning. So keep going, we're almost there. Oops. 3. And you're just literally gonna repeat that. So, but what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna change the color to blue to do 1 or 2 rows in blue, just to kind of pop it. And then at the edge, I'll do again the cream color, which I'm so excited. So that's why I'm a little worried that I don't have enough yarn. So remember, when you get to the corner, don't put anything in this stitch. You gotta go skip, because this is the decrease that we just did. Remember, shoulder decrease, don't forget. 3, perfect, almost there, guys. Let me flip the sweater over. Perfect. I kind of hoped I had enough yarn for the sleeves, because I wanted to also add this cream color since we're doing it on the choker or on the collar. I wanted to add it to the sleeves ribbing, but we'll see. Okay, perfect. So we're at the end. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go into the space in the first hole that we did, or first chain 3 that we did. Gosh, today my vocabulary is not good at all. So perfect. So now we're gonna turn our work around, show you what it looks like. It should be looking something like this. And so as more as you grow, your collar is gonna start to fold, and it's gonna look so nice. I'm so excited. So now what we're gonna do, we chain 3, then we're gonna go and slip stitch into this hole, and then we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do 2 more double crochet. So 1 and 2, and then go straight into the next one. And so you're gonna continue doing this all the way around until whatever length you want. I'll let you know in a second, or when I'm done, how long I want, how many rows I did mine. But you can literally go as long as you want. It literally, because it's gonna fold. So some people do like 10, 18 rows. You can go crazy. You can make it a long color. So play around with it, but I'll meet you guys when I'm almost at the end before I change the color, just to let you know how many I did. Okay guys, so I am running out of this color, so I'm a little nervous. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop after 4 rows of cream color. I'm gonna grab the blue color and do 2 rows in blue, and then just finish 1 row with cream, and then we should be done with the color. I think it'll be long enough that I want it, the way I want it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our next color yarn. You can do 1 color if you want. We're gonna go into a hole, and we're gonna pull through. Perfect. And then we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're just gonna do 2 double crochets in that space. 1, 2. And then just continue doing that, 3 double crochets in each stitch. Turn around, do 3 double crochets, and then just do this for 2 rows, and that's it. And then we'll come back with the cream color. So continue working on this color as long as you want, and I'll see you guys at the end. Yay guys, so we finished the collar, C-O-L-L-A-R, that word. And I ended up doing, let's see how many rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did 8 rows on my collar. You can do more. This is, so mine is kind of short, but it still like folds over and it looks really nice. And we have just a little bit left of this. So what I'm gonna do, let's finish the sleeves and then we're done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the blue, and then on our last row, we'll just use this to kind of match the color, is what I was thinking. So let's get our hook, and let's start working on the sleeve. I'm gonna decrease just 1 more time and maybe do 2 more rows, because the sleeve is already pretty long, so it doesn't need to be much longer. It doesn't need to be that long. So let me find the under armpit. So this is kind of under the arm. So we're just gonna pull through, and we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna decrease just 1 more time on the 5th chain, the way we've been doing for this row. So 1, 2, perfect, 3, 4, and on the 5th we're gonna decrease, and this is gonna be our only decrease. We're not gonna decrease anymore. I think that's plenty. So yarn over, just do a normal, and then just do 2 together. Perfect, just like that. 1, 2, 3. So 1, let's look, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, we could probably hide this with us. 4. And on the 5th, we're going to do 1 more decrease. So, yarn over, 1, yarn over, going to the next stitch. Perfect. So we just did 2 decreases. And then we're just going to attach. And that's it. So then the next row, all we're gonna do is we are just going to continue crocheting. I'm gonna do 3 rows, I think, of blue, and then 1 last row of this. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is our sleeve. So you still have a lot of room. It's not too tight. So you can even decrease 1 more time if you want to. So I might decrease just 1 more time. So I'm gonna do the 3rd row decrease, and then I'll just do the white. So, but I might decrease, yeah, I'll probably decrease every 5 again. So let's do it. Sorry guys, I'm talking a lot because this is my first time doing this yarn, or using this yarn and doing this sweater. So slip stitch to the empty, and then let's just decrease on this row as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's decrease on every 3rd so we can miss that space that we already decreased. So 1, 2 on the 3rd, we're gonna decrease. So yarn over. Perfect. All right, and then just go normal for 2 more. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then 1, 2, 3. Then let's do a decrease. So yarn over, yarn. And let's see how this looks. Almost to the beginning. Yeah, I think it would look better. 1, 2, 3. And last one. 1, oops. A hole. 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch to the next, and in the next, in the hole. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So let me try now. See if it's better. Just gonna pull my sleeve through. Perfect. Way less hanging. So I really like it. So continue working on this, guys. I'm gonna do 3 rows of blue and then just 1 row of this, and then we're done. So I'll see you guys at the end when we finish both of the sleeves. All right, guys, here's the finished look. I do have to tie up the ends, and then I'll show you what it looks like on me. Yay, good job for doing it. What I would recommend, if you do have extra yarn, you can also add some stuff to the bottom to match the collar and the sleeves. But anyway, here it is. Yay. I hope you made your own sweater, and if you do end up making it, just tag me and I would love to see it, or just send me a message. I'd love to see the colors you guys used.
Oh, hey guys, did you just make this sweater? Well, I hope you did, because this was a very easy tutorial to follow, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.